Hey guys and gals, I'm Mark W. Flockhart, Think Insurance. No, I'm not Think Insurance. I own that channel. Yes, Think Insurance Group, Think Insurance Guide, Think Insurance on YouTube. I want to talk about the leads coming in so you can get a better understanding. By the way, if you want to learn more about this, talk shit to me if you want, or talk in general. I'll put a link in the description below. I'm starting a Facebook group. It's called Coffee and Closings, not Closers. And yes, AI came up with it. I just loved it, and the image is awesome. Let me know what your thoughts are. You ever notice how AI, their teeth are always missing? Anyways, I'm going to go over the leads that came in recently. When you're doing content marketing, so if you look at youtube.com/@thinkinsurance, you're going to see a lot of content. So the lead that just came in, literally came in about 20 minutes ago. They wanted just auto, 2018 BMW 540i. They currently have AAA, and they're a good student. They were born in 2005. This person's out of Texas. So that's a decent one. I'm actually liking that, especially since in Texas, insuring a house is near impossible. So having just the auto is a breath of fresh air at this point. And then hopefully we can convert them later into home or renters or whatever the case is. So this one came in about 10 minutes before that, 2005 Toyota Corolla. So a little bit older of a vehicle. They just want standard coverage. Born in 61, so quite a bit older. And then they do paid in full. They're 50 or older. They're a homeowner. Although they didn't request a homeowner quote, and they're out of Florida. I can see why. Florida's just not so great. A few minutes earlier than that, this one came in, auto and home, 2009 Range Rover. That's awesome. I like that one. And a 2005 Lexus SC430. They want the excellent coverage. The name is a little bit foreign, so that's probably why. They have some questions where they're just not comfortable talking to someone. House is over 2,500 square foot, so that's pretty cool. They're out of New York. So a little bit harder of a sale because New York's a little bit less competitive right now. Auto, the next one came in about a half hour before that. 2009 Toyota Prius. That's not horrible. They currently don't have insurance, so that's less than preferred, and they're out of Illinois. Before that, auto, 2011 Ford Fusion. They're looking for minimum coverage, and they don't have insurance either, out of Kansas. This came in bright and early at 2 a.m. So this was an early, this is a late bird, unless they're in California, which, nope, they're in Kansas. Just auto, 2011 Ford Fusion, looking for minimum coverage. They don't have insurance either. They're 50 or older. They also selected good student as a 50 or older, so I guess I didn't make a good enough video to teach that. Early shopper, college degree, credit union member, they're an alumni, they have a Good Sam membership, and they're out of Maryland. Okay, so those are some of the leads. Those are really just some of the leads that have come in recently. This is what you can expect if you're doing the content marketing. What's your next step with something like this is to plug them into some sort of software. I've got a link in the description below if you want to look at our software. It's a software that I'm actually creating for insurance agents for this exact specific scenario. What I try to focus on is getting the customer to interact with the software first, depending on your response time. If your agent or your agency is not quick at responding individually, and you're not like me and you're just refreshed until I can talk to someone new and then I can quickly respond to them, that's one way to do it. A little bit more stressful, but just personality. The other way is to have it automatically in AI. I really just know what the customers are going to say. So I've created a platform or a workflow that automatically just sends them a text message. I require that they accept text messages on here. I don't even want to deal with them. It sends them the text message. Hey, this is my agency. I'd like to work out time with you. I'm going to work on your quote. I've got all your data. When's a good time? And then they respond back and forth a little bit with my workflow, and it just books an appointment. So it says, here's my calendar, grab a slot when we can talk. And depending on when they book it, I'll start focusing on the quote more so, because if they're coming up soon, I'll start working on it now. So I can focus on the parts that are going to get me to that sale quicker and give them the benefit of having that ease of process where they're not lost and it's on their time frame. Once that defaults and they haven't responded quick enough and it just fell off, maybe this 50-plus-year-old person doesn't like to text and they don't respond, it's going to default back to a workflow to where I'm going to start dialing them. I'll be a little bit late to the show because I get it. First 5 minutes, you're supposed to phone call them, which you could add that in there where you say, I want to make a phone call right away and it text. And then you can do that. But because I have so many leads coming in this fashion, we don't have time to call them all right now. It's actually an overflow coming in to where it's let's focus on getting the appointment and then let's focus on the sale in the back end until we can hire more employees to start working more of this type of leads. I'm working on a solution for that. Right now, I just give them out to agents that can work them for us. It's free. We don't charge or make them pay anything. It's basically a benefit to you. Let me know what your thoughts. This is like, I wanted to do a daily like cap of what's happening, just keep up to date with you guys. I don't know if this needs to be this long or if it should be short form or whatever. If this is even boring, you're like, just stick to your help me grow my agency crap. Don't tell me about your leads coming in, you little gloater. I just thought it would be interesting for people to see. Actually, in the meantime, if you want to know the form that they're filling out, I actually show my lead form here, and I'm going to make it available to agents here pretty quickly so that you can have the form. I'm going to clean it up and do a different version of it so that it automatically goes into our CRM. We use software to connect it. And then I'm going to make a simpler one. So you have a basic form to where the person just wants more leads coming in. Ours is very complicated because if you have 5 drivers, I want all their names, their date of birth. If you have 5 cars, I want all the year, makes, and models. If you want home insurance, I need to know all of the pieces that I need to know. And I ask them, without it being difficult, I ask a lot of questions, partially because I'm trying to weed out the tire kicker. I'm trying to weed out that person that thought it would just be 2 clicks and they're done. I want to like create a little bit of work on a content marketing lead so that they're on their end showing some sort of move forward before I on my end show a move forward. Once again, it's a volume game. If you have the volume coming in, you have the opportunity to do that. If you don't have the volume coming in, you need more of a simple form. Just give me your name and number. I'll give you a phone call. Let me know what your thoughts are. I'll link that video here that you guys can watch. I'm Mark W. Flockhart. I'll see you soon.